Have you ever experienced that sinking feeling? You know the one I'm talking about. You're drawn to her. Everything about her captivates you. But when she looks at you, there's nothing there. No recognition, no interest, just polite, distant acknowledgement. It's like you're invisible to the one person you desperately want to see you. Now, here's what happens next for most men. They panic. They start doing more, being more helpful, more available, more everything. They think if they just try harder, she'll finally notice them. But this is the exact moment they destroy any chance they had, because desperation, it's the death of attraction. Welcome. Today we're going deep into the psychology of female desire. Not cheap tricks, not manipulation tactics. We're talking about the real science behind what makes a woman go from completely indifferent to absolutely captivated. And yes, this works even if she's already said she's not interested. Before we dive in, if you want to master the art of attraction and understand what truly makes women desire you, hit that subscribe button right now. We're breaking down psychology that most men will never understand. Let's get one thing straight. Attraction isn't a logical decision. She doesn't wake up and decide, today I'm going to be attracted to this person. No, attraction is a biological response to the energy you project. If she's not interested right now, it's because you're sending signals she's already programmed to filter out. You're predictable, you're safe, you're known. And when it comes to deep magnetic attraction, safe and known kills desire every single time. So how do we change this? We start with what I call the psychological reframe. Stop seeing her indifference as rejection of your value. Start seeing it as a blank slate. She hasn't rejected you. She simply hasn't discovered you yet. There's a massive difference. When a woman is indifferent, her emotional walls are neutral. She's not pushing you away, but she's not letting you in either. To break through, you need to become something she didn't expect. Let's talk about the power of the gaze. Most men either avoid eye contact out of nervousness or stare too intensely out of hunger. Both broadcast the same message: you want something from her. And the moment she feels you reaching for her approval, her attention, or her affection, she retreats. It creates pressure, and pressure suffocates desire. Here's what you do instead. Master what I call the grounded gaze. When you're talking to her, focus softly on her left eye. Why the left eye? Neurological studies show it's more directly connected to the emotional centers of her brain. You're not scanning her face nervously. You're not looking away. You're simply present, calm, grounded. This does something powerful. It triggers oxytocin release, the bonding hormone. But more importantly, it tells her nervous system, this man is safe and this man is not afraid. In that steady look, she'll feel something she can't quite explain. A quiet click of recognition. Suddenly she feels seen in a way other men don't see her. But listen carefully. Connection alone is a trap. If all you build is connection, you become the therapist, the shoulder to cry on, the friend she tells everything to while she fantasizes about someone else. To move from friend zone to desire zone, you need tension. And tension requires space. This is where most men completely fail. When a woman isn't interested, they become more available. Always the first to like her posts, replying to texts instantly, always free when she needs something. They think constant availability proves their value. But here's the brutal truth. In the economy of human emotion, value is tied to scarcity. If you're always available, you're abundant supply with zero cost. And people don't value what's free. To make her desire you, you must become a man of genuine purpose. Not playing games, not ghosting, but actually building a life that matters more than her attention. You need a mission. Goals that take priority over checking your phone. When she realizes your world doesn't revolve around her, something fascinating happens. Her ego, which was comfortable with your predictable interest, gets bruised. She starts wondering, why isn't he chasing anymore? What's he doing? Who's he with? That wondering? That's the first seed of obsession. Desire lives in the gaps. It lives in those moments when she's alone, wondering where you are. If you never give her those gaps, you never give her the chance to miss you. If you're learning something valuable here, go ahead and like this video. It helps more men discover this truth. Now let's talk about something most men completely ignore: your sensory signature, specifically your scent. The olfactory bulb in the brain sits right next to the amygdala, which processes emotion and memory. This is why a single smell can transport you back 10 years in an instant. Choose a high-quality fragrance, something with woody notes, amber, leather, nothing synthetic or loud. You want a scent that doesn't announce your arrival, but lingers after you've left. Imagine this. You're near her, not even talking. She catches a hint of that scent. It's warm, grounded, masculine. Later that night, alone, she catches something similar in the air, and her brain involuntarily conjures an image of you. You're now occupying space in her subconscious. You're becoming a feeling, not just a person. Let's talk about your voice. Listen to yourself when you speak to her. Does your pitch rise? Do you talk faster? Do you stumble trying to be funny? High-pitched, rapid speech signals anxiety. It tells her nervous system you're seeking approval, your lower status, and you cannot desire what you perceive as beneath you. Lower your octave. Speak from your chest, not your throat. And master the pause. The most powerful people in the world never rush their words. They speak and let the weight settle. When she asks you something, don't jump to answer. Look at her, let 2 seconds pass, then respond. This silence is magnetic. It says you're comfortable with tension. You don't need to fill every moment with noise to feel secure. In that silence, she'll lean in. She'll start trying to read you. And the moment she's trying to figure you out, she's already invested. Here's something crucial: social proof. A woman who's indifferent sees you in isolation. But what happens when she sees other people lighting up around you? When she notices the bartender greeting you warmly, strangers laughing with you, people genuinely enjoying your presence? Her perception shifts instantly. You're no longer just the guy who likes her. You're a man with social value, a man others want to be around. This is why I tell men, stop focusing exclusively on the girl. Focus on the room. Be the most present person in the space. Treat everyone with the same grounded respect. When she observes you from across the room, when she sees you commanding space without effort, her biology responds. She thinks, what did I miss about him? Why is everyone drawn to him? That's the beginning of reevaluation. You haven't said a word to her. You haven't bought her a drink. But her internal narrative is changing. Make sure you're subscribed because we're going even deeper into psychology next week. Now let's discuss reactance. It's a psychological principle. Humans instinctively protect their freedom. When someone tries to influence us, we resist. When you chase a woman who's not interested, she feels that pressure. Her brain automatically pushes back. It's a defense mechanism. To make her desire you, remove the pressure entirely. This is what I call the stoic disruption. She cancels plans. She takes 3 days to reply. Most men react. They send passive-aggressive texts or ask, is everything okay? When you do that, you're telling her she controls your emotional state. You're saying your stability depends on her validation. The stoic disruption is simple. Do nothing. She cancels? Reply with, no worries, hope you have a great evening, and then actually have a great evening. This disrupts her entire model of you. She expected you to be bothered. She expected neediness. When she doesn't feel it, she experiences a vacuum. She thinks, wait, is he not that into me? Does he have other options? Why is he so unbothered? Desire is born in uncertainty. If she knows exactly how much you like her, there's no mystery. If she knows she can have you anytime, there's no challenge. But when you remain centered regardless of her actions, you become solid, unmovable, and women are biologically drawn to men who don't waver. But here's the balance. Mystery without warmth is just distance. To truly captivate her, you need emotional safety. If she's not interested, it's often because she doesn't feel seen. She feels like a conquest, not a person. Create sanctuary. How? Actually listen. Not waiting for your turn to talk. Listen to the emotion behind her words. When she shares something difficult, don't try to fix it. Reflect her emotion. That sounds incredibly draining. In that moment, her nervous system drops its guard. She thinks, he actually understands me. I don't have to perform with him. When a woman feels emotionally safe with you, she associates your presence with peace. In a chaotic world full of men trying to take from her, a man who provides peace becomes irreplaceable. But here's the key. You must be a dangerous man who chooses peace. She needs to know you have strength, boundaries, backbone. If you're just nice, you're boring. But if you're a high-value man with options and mission who chooses to be gentle with her, that's the recipe for obsession. She sees a paradox. A man who doesn't need her but understands her. A man going somewhere who's fully present when with her. That paradox births desire. Let's talk about polarity. Think of magnets. 2 positive ends repel, 2 negative ends repel. Modern dating has destroyed polarity. Men have become passive, agreeable, waiting for permission. They wonder why there's no spark. If she's not interested, there's likely no polarity. You're nice, sweet, neutral. To make her desire you, reestablish your masculine pole. Be decisive. Stop asking, where do you want to go? Instead, lead. I'm checking out this gallery Thursday. You should join me. Hear the difference? You're not asking permission. You're inviting her into your world. If she's busy, don't offer alternatives. Say another time then and go anyway. By leading, you allow her to relax into feminine energy. For a woman, nothing is more attractive than a man who knows exactly where he's going. Now the slow burn, we want everything instantly. But true, soul-shaking desire is slow cooked. If she's not interested yet, don't try closing the deal in a week. You're playing the long game. Plant seeds that take time to bloom. Use micro-investments. Send a photo of a book that reminded you of a conversation you had. No question attached. Just thought you'd find this interesting. Then disappear for 4 days. You're giving her a hit of your presence, then removing it. This creates the Zeigarnik effect. The brain hates unfinished tasks. When you send something thoughtful, then go silent, her brain keeps a tab open for you. She wonders, did he see my reply? What's he doing? You're training her to think about you when you're not there. Remember, attraction doesn't happen when you're standing in front of her. It happens in the space between visits. She'll test you, she'll mention another man, criticize something, be cold for no reason. Most men fail. They get defensive, explain, get angry. A high-value man just smiles, looks at her like she's a playful child, doesn't take it seriously because he knows who he is. When she sees she can't shake your core, that you're a mountain unmoved by wind, she feels something rare, safety. She realizes if she can't break you, the world can't either. And that's the man she wants beside her. Here's a fatal mistake: being too honest too soon. The moment you confess, "I really like you," before she feels the same, you hand her the remote control to your emotions. Game over. Mystery is the oxygen of desire. If she knows exactly where you stand, her brain stops working to figure you out. Puzzle solved, box closed, keep your intent blurred, be warm, not devoted, complimentary, not worshipful. Let there be a knowing smirk in your eyes, like you have a secret she's not ready for. This creates a loop in her mind. Does he want me or is he just charming? Am I special? That internal dialogue is where attraction thrives. Physical escalation. If you're afraid to touch, you'll forever be the brother. But this isn't about aggression, it's about invitation. When her space is a fortress, you can't storm the gates. She must open them herself. Start with accidental proximity. Walking together, let your shoulder brush hers briefly. Don't apologize, don't acknowledge it. Sitting near her, occupy your space. Let your leg be close to hers. Feel the warmth, but don't grab for it. You're testing the perimeter. If she pulls away, you pull away further. If she stays or leans in, you've been granted access to the next gate. The most powerful touch is the anchor touch. When she makes a good point or you're emphasizing something sincere, place your hand on her forearm or lower back for exactly 1 second longer than normal. Then remove it. Most men touch and hold on desperately. A high-value man touches and withdraws. By withdrawing, you leave her skin craving what you just took away. You're showing you can handle her, but you don't need to hold her. This creates unbearable physical tension, like a rubber band stretched. The further you pull back, the harder it snaps when released. The power of high standards. She must feel you're evaluating her. Most men audition for women, trying to prove they're good enough. Reverse it. Challenge her character. You seem adventurous, but are you actually brave or do you just talk about it? You have a beautiful mind, but are you kind to people who can't do anything for you? When you challenge her, you signal there's a barrier to entry to your heart. You're not choosing her just because she's pretty. She must meet your standards. The moment she feels she has to earn your attention is when she'll stop at nothing to get it. Before we finish, subscribe and turn on notifications. We're going deeper into psychology every week. Here's the final truth, the hardest part: you must be prepared to walk away. Look at a woman you desire, acknowledge the time invested, and realize if she cannot meet your frequency, she doesn't deserve your presence. The most attractive thing in the world is a man who's not enslaved to his desires. When you reach the point where you can say, "I want her, but I don't need her," you've reached the summit. A man who doesn't need anything cannot be controlled, and a man who cannot be controlled is infinitely fascinating. If she remains uninterested, let her. Don't become a victim, don't turn bitter. Bitterness is just neediness in disguise. Smile, maintain your grounded gaze, and move forward with the same authority you've had all along. Often it's the sight of your back moving toward a better life that finally triggers the desire she was too stubborn to admit. But you won't care by then, because you'll have become the man we discussed today. The man with the signature scent, steady voice, piercing gaze, and iron mission. You'll be the prize. The world tells you to be soft when you need strength, loud when you need silence. But now you have the blueprint, the slow burn, the stoic disruption. You understand desire isn't taken, it's invited. The question is, are you brave enough to stop chasing? If you felt a shift while watching this, if you realize where you've been leaking power, I've done my job. Don't just watch and walk away. Apply it. Start today. Start with how you breathe, how you look at the world. 3 things. First, like this video. It helps reach men who need this truth most. Second, subscribe and hit the bell. We're diving into the deepest psychology every week. Finally, comment unbroken below. Signal to yourself and me that you're no longer a victim of your emotions. Remember, attraction is not a trick, it's a transformation. Build your world and let her wonder how she ever lived without you. I'll see you in the next one.